The anime kicks off with Santo, this broke middle school kid, standing in the middle of his classmates trying to sell his handmade accessories made from dried flowers. But no one's even paying attention to him. They act like he doesn't exist. Meanwhile, the guy's beating himself up in his head like, why do I even bother in this desert of a school? He's feeling like a total failure because he only managed to sell 10 pieces. That means his parents won't fund his dream project. But suddenly, bam, there's a gorgeous girl waiting for him. She's like, you must be Santo, right? And he goes, yeah, that's me. What do you want? She gives him a little attitude and asks if the accessories are his. He tells her, of course they are. Why? And then she drops the bomb. She helped him out and managed to sell 30 pieces herself. This girl's got skills. Santo's totally hyped now. He's like, no way, you're a star. She laughs and says, yeah, calm down, I got you. When he asks her name, she says it's Himary, and then she offers to help him sell the rest of his stock. Santo's over the moon. He tells her that if she really helps him pull this off, she'll basically be saving his dream. His parents said he needs to sell 100 pieces or no funding. Himari agrees, but with one condition. Santo's immediately suspicious. Okay, what do you want from me? She tells him, relax. I just want you to be my friend. I'm lonely and awkward, just like you. And Santo, being the awkward legend he is, says, well, I'm already a loser, so sure, let's be best friends. And just like that, the two of them team up and manage to sell every last piece, mainly because Himari's out there charming everyone. Fast forward 2 years. Now they're in high school, still inseparable best friends. Himari's grown up, and honestly, she's even prettier. She's now the face of all Santo's accessories, modeling them herself. A group of girls gather around her one day, admiring the necklace she's wearing, and ask where she got it. She tells them it's a friendship necklace Santo made for her, complete with his signature dried flower. If they want one, they can order through his page. Honestly, she's a one-woman marketing team. Then she runs up to Santo, hugs him, and goes, I missed you, you rascal. And he's like, how many times do I have to tell you, don't hug me when I'm working? Now, pause. You're probably wondering, are they just friends, or is something else going on? Nope, just friends. Weirdly close friends, but friends. Still, Himari can't stop hugging him, complimenting how cute he looks when he's focused. Santo starts reminiscing about their time together. Over the past 2 years, they've learned everything about each other, as if they were raised in the same house. Even Himari's brother, Hibari, calls Santo my sister's husband as a joke. Himari laughs it off and tells him, not even if you were the last guy on Earth. And Santo fires back, yeah, well, I'm not exactly crazy about you either. They're dynamic, pure Tom and Jerry. Constantly teasing, but deep down there's something more. One day Himari tells him, I'll keep modeling your stuff until you finally open your own store. Then I'll go get married and move on with my life. Santo's touched and asks if there's someone in her life. She says no, but her parents might force her to marry some old guy. He's not having it. No way I'll let that happen, he says, all serious. She bursts out laughing. Chill, I'm just messing with you. He calls her out for being a menace, and it reminds them of a promise from when they were younger. If she's still single at 30, she'll marry him. She jokes again, at this rate, I probably will end up a spinster. Nobody's gonna look my way with you glued to me 24/7. Santo agrees. Honestly, it's probably why I'm still single too. People assume we're a thing. So Himari, just for laughs, suggests, want a date? Santo spaces out for a sec, then she starts laughing again. Relax, I'm joking. You take everything so seriously. He rolls his eyes and tells her he knew it. She's always half joking anyway. The next day, Santo's out getting juice for himself and Himari when he spots this insanely pretty girl. He freezes. She notices him staring, glares at him, and says, what's your problem? He freaks out and stammers, nothing at all. Then he realizes she's wearing one of his bracelets. Right at that moment, the bracelet snaps. She gives him a death stare like, ugh, cursed by your stare, you creep. She has no idea he's the one who made it. She storms off, calling him bad luck. Santo's like, okay, psycho, I'll deal with you another time. Later, he bumps into Makishama, Himari's ex and their mutual friend. When Himari sees him, she greets him with, oh look, the womanizer is here. Turns out he cheated on her with 5 girls when they were dating. Surprisingly, they're still friends. After their usual bickering, Makishama asks Santo to help fix some photos of his current girlfriend, Rin. And surprise, Rin turns out to be the same girl Santo saw at the juice fridge earlier. Himari tells him that Rin's sister used to date her brother, Hibari, and she's the one who got their accessories featured in a summer exhibit. Then she suggests Rin should join them and help sell. Santo says he'll think about it. Later, he goes to fix Rin's broken bracelet. Rin, of course, is extra aggressive. If you mess this up, I'll get people to come after you, she snaps. Himari tries to calm her down. Hey, maybe tone it down a bit. Santo gets nervous. Rin just says, if you don't like it, fix your eyebrows. Then grabs Himari like a featherweight. Himari jokes, wow, I can see the ocean from here. Santo is speechless. Rin looks like an angel, but she's actually a whole ninja. He's like, hey, maybe put her down before you snap her in two? But Himari's not worried. She smooths things over and even asks Rin to model with them. Then Rin quietly admits she's been secretly watching Santo for a while, and she kinda likes him. Now that catches Himary off guard. She always thought she was the only one who liked him. The next day, Santo wakes up on cloud 9 because he actually spoke to Rin. He realizes he hasn't talked to any other girls in forever, aside from Himary. Even his sister Sakura tells him he's been stuck in a creative slump and needs new inspiration. He admits it. He's been designing everything based on Himari's vibe, but now he's motivated. He decides to ask Rin to be his new model and even plans to make romantic couple-themed designs. Himary, of course, is all in. You go, Romeo. Make those lovebirds open their wallets. She even chases down Rin and convinces her to agree, then runs straight to Santo to tell him the good news. Santo asks if she's upset, and she replies, "Don't be silly. We're family. I'd never be mad at you." Then she teases him, "So, Mr. Romance Designer, what do you actually know about romance?" Santo says, "It's when someone gives you CPR, right?" She grins. "Perfect. Let me give you mouth-to-mouth then." Santo's horrified. "What did you just say?" Himary cracks up. "Relax. I'm just messing with you." Again. Honestly, I don't know why, but there's something about this chaotic girl that makes you think she really does love him. Anyway, she tells him to meet her at the mall on Saturday. So Saturday comes and Himary shows up to drop Santo off. "So how's the project going, future brother-in-law? When are you gonna pop the question and steal my sister?" Santo just laughs nervously. "Chill, dude. We're just friends. Like, siblings." As soon as Santo gets to the mall, he's completely stunned. Himary's dressed to the nines, like really showing up. He just blurts out, "Dang, girl, where did this glam come from?" But the bigger surprise, Rin shows up too. Himary tells him that Rin agreed to model with them. It's pretty obvious Himary's trying to push them closer together. She takes him out to eat and casually tells Rin, "By the way, Santo likes his food spicy and piping hot." Santo's like, "Okay, seriously? You sound like my mom trying to set me up." And Himary just shrugs. "What? Rin's a total catch. Guys would line up for her." Rin turns red, like a boiled potato. Later, Santo goes shopping for some new stones for his accessories, and he even picks colors that match Rin's skin tone, since she's going to model them now. Himary, being Himary, teases, "Take your time, Romeo. Don't forget to make them extra cute for her." She even pushes it further, telling him to try the necklace on Rin himself. Rin's flustered. "Chill, man. You act like you're putting a wedding necklace on me or something," Himary adds. "And what if he is?" Rin gets all shy and grabs Himary by the collar. Then they head to the plant shop. Rin tells Santo she loves plants because when she was a kid, she got lost with her parents and met a kind boy who comforted her, took her to a nursery, and gave her flowers. And of course, you guessed it, that boy was Santo. But neither of them realizes it yet. Himary quietly walks away, giving them space. Santo starts to worry and tries calling her, but she doesn't answer. So he continues hanging out with Rin, who's clearly warming up to him. She even asks for his number. Meanwhile, Himary's off on her own, full-on spiraling. She regrets leaving them alone, afraid that Rin, the chameleon, might steal Santo from her. But then she tries to convince herself, "He doesn't like me that way. I shouldn't be selfish. If she makes him happy." The next day at school, Himary's keeping her distance. Literally. She talks to Santo, but only from far away. He's confused, asking her why she left the other day, but she avoids the topic and says she doesn't want to talk. Santo's crushed. He spends the whole day sulking. Rin shows up later with cookies, and, well, the man can't resist cookies. He takes them, of course. That's when Himary sees him, and she kind of sighs and says, "Looks like Rin's already into you. You should date her." Santo hesitates and tells her he's not thinking about relationships right now. Then he throws it out there. "Or are you just jealous because you actually like me?" Himary instantly blushes. "Like you? Yeah, right. What kind of delusion is that?" Santo smirks. "Oh yeah? What about the whole I'll give you mouth-to-mouth thing?" She snaps back. "I was joking. Genius." They all go to the lab together to watch Santo work on some pieces. As usual, Himary and Rin start teasing each other again. Himary throws out a wild line like, "Santo and I already gave each other CPR, remember?" Santo's stunned. "When did that happen?" Himary laughs. "And we've done more than that, haven't we?" He groans. "You menace." She just giggles. "What, did you forget already?" It's pretty clear Himary's jealous of Rin. Rin gets annoyed and storms out. Santo chases after her and jokes, "Oh, so we've done CPR, huh? Let's do it for real now." He leans in like he might actually go for it. But Himary, being Himary, snaps a picture and yells, "Caught you, perv." Then she laughs it off and mutters to herself, "If he really wanted to kiss me, he would have by now. Guess he just doesn't feel that way." Santo later vents to Makishama, who asks him what's wrong. Santo says Himari's acting weird and is clearly jealous of Rin. Makishama nods. "Of course she is. You two have been inseparable since forever. Rin's the new girl. Himari's the best friend. It's only natural they'd be be at each other's throats. Later, Santo does a photo shoot with Rin. Himary purposely tries to make Rin blush because she thinks it makes her look cuter in pictures. It works. Santo snaps some great shots. At the end of the day, Santo tells Himary he's planning to make a new line of accessories featuring red tulips, the symbol of love. Himary lights up. She's convinced he's planning to give her one. She tells him, "When I fall in love, I want the guy to confess to me with a red tulip." But Santo doesn't catch the hint. Instead, he blurts out, "Come on, who's gonna fall for you anyway?" Oof, right to the gut. Himari's heart sinks. She goes home thinking about all the pain she's been holding in and how she always wished Santo would love her. The next day, Makishama invites the group out for dinner, and that's when the unthinkable happens. Santo gives Rin a red tulip-shaped accessory and asks her to be his main model. That's it, Himary breaks. "After everything I did for you, this is what I get? You simp over some rusty new girl?" And yeah, she hurls a full glass of water in his face. "I don't want to see your face again, loser." The following day, Santo is not taking it well. The girl stomped on his dignity. He decides he won't talk to her either. They start avoiding each other, throwing death stares in the hallway. To make things worse, Himary accuses him of bullying her in front of the other students, completely ruining his reputation. Still, Santo keeps asking what's wrong. She hits him with, "Men like you cause chaos, then ask what's wrong." Then she drops the real bomb. "By the way, I'm transferring to a school in Tokyo in 2 weeks. Santo is floored. He never thought she'd actually leave him. He apologizes again and again, but she won't even take the juice he brought her. So he goes to Rin for help. Rin, of course, throws shade. "Himari's too dramatic. But I've got a plan." She brings Himary juice and cookies, her weakness, and it works. Himary gives in and eats the cookie. Santo approaches her again and asks, "Are you mad at me?" She says she's not. She says he has every right to pick Rin as the main model, even if she's the one who's been supporting him all this time. She's made her decision. She's going to Tokyo to chase her own dream. Santo tells her he truly appreciates everything she's done and that he never wanted to push her out. But Himary stands her ground. She takes off the friendship necklace he made her and walks away. Santo's heartbroken. He turns to Makishama and asks, "If you were in my shoes, what would you do?" Makishama gives it to him straight. "You need to stop running and figure out who you actually want. Be honest. You and Himari, that's more than just friendship." Now, here's a question for you, my fellow anime fan. Do you think friendship can turn into love? Let me know in the comments. Back in the story, Santo stays up all night thinking about Himari. He remembers all the memories they shared and wonders, can she really leave him behind? She tells him, yes, this time she's choosing herself. She wants to chase her dream too, but secretly she's waiting, staring at her phone, hoping he'll message her. Santo doesn't. The next day, her brother sees her sulking and goes, "What's wrong with you now?" She tells him she fought with Santo. Like any good brother, he smacks some sense into her. Literally. "Go fix it before I fix you." She heads to school, ready to apologize before things get worse. But then, plot twist. Santo approaches her first and says he wants to talk. He tells her, "I can't reach my dream without you. It doesn't mean anything without you in it. I've decided I'm leaving everything behind and coming with you to Tokyo. I want to help you the way you helped me." Himary lights up. For the first time, she truly believes he loves her. He even gives her a ring as a symbol of their friendship. She asks about the flower inside it, and he says he'll explain the meaning later. Spoiler alert, he's totally fallen for her. Deep. The next day, he tries to show her he likes her, but every time he gets close, something goes wrong. At one point, he leans in, and Himary smacks him and yells, "What are you trying to do, you little creep?" Of course, Rin the Ninja is still lurking, popping up in random places and ruining every chance they get to have a moment. Eventually, Himary storms off and tells Makishama, "If you and that ninja girlfriend of yours don't back off, I will make things ugly." Makishama laughs. "Too bad, girl. I'm not letting you have Santo that easy." But Himary just looks him dead in the eye and says, "Keep dreaming. You're not winning this one." So after all the chaos, Himary decides to take Santo home with her because apparently her brother Hibari is going to tutor him since, let's be real, Santo's academic career is hanging by a thread. Hibari starts grilling him with study drills like he's training for the SAT Olympics. After the torture session, Himari cheekily goes, "Want to take a shower together?" Santo's brain short circuits. He's like, "Say less. Tonight's gonna be legendary." But then she hits him with, "Bro, you think you're my cousin or something? You wish." Santo's like, "Wait, do you shower with your cousins? Because if you do, we're stopping that today. I'm a jealous man." Just then, Hibari bursts in yelling, "What is going on here, you degenerates?" nuts. Santo, you're really growing some horns, huh? The next day at school, Rin sees Santo and Himary arriving together and she's fuming. She finds out they spent the night at the same house and instantly swears, from now on, wherever you two go, I go. You're not getting rid of me. She even says, in fact, I'm staying over tonight too. So whose house is it going to be? Yours or Miss Prude's? Santo is mentally exhausted and just stares into the void. Then Rin texts him, don't worry, I'm bringing my own dinner and pajamas. I'm not here for favors. Santo, baffled, texts back, you're seriously gonna sleep over at a random guy's house? Are your parents cool with that? She hits back with, we're a chill family. Mind your business. Then Rin goes full chaos mode and texts Himary too. Hey, I'm crashing your place tonight. Himary's response, lol, no you're not. My brother said if I bring any of my broke friends home again, I'm banned. Rin doesn't care. Too bad. I'm coming whether you like it or not. Try and stop me. Meanwhile, Santo runs to Makishama for emotional support. Dude, I'm in deep. I might be stuck sleeping under the same roof as the girl I love and the one who's obsessed with me. Makishama, king of bad ideas, laughs. What's the problem? I told Rin to fight for her love. You're living the dream, bro. Cute girls fighting over you. You're literally an anime protagonist. Then Himary shows up like, okay, bad news incoming. Santo's like, when is it ever good news from you? She says, first I invited Rin to your house. He's like, why is that my problem? She says, you know my brother can't stand her. She's the sister of his ex. Plot twist. Hibari used to date Rin's older sister and got ghosted hard. But Himary begs Santo anyway, giving him those puppy eyes. And of course, he caves. He asks, okay, so what's the other terrible news? She grins, I'm gonna be late, so you'll be alone with Rin for a while. But I trust you, Santo. I know you're a gentleman, right? Santo's like, come on now, don't insult me. When he gets home, he realizes his room looks like a war zone. So he grabs a broom and starts speed cleaning like his life depends on it. Soon enough, Rin shows up in another one of those barely a dress outfits. Santo, obviously stunned, says, want something to drink, starlet? She asks for mint tea and he runs off to make it. But when he comes back, surprise, she's lying on his bed sniffing his pillow. Yep. He's like, what are you doing, you absolute weirdo? She just shrugs, anything with your scent will do. Then she confesses her love for the third time. Santo, once again, rejects her. Sorry, you know I'm in love with someone else. Apparently, Rin has confessed 3 whole times and got turned down each one, yet she just keeps trying like her pride lives in a bag of chips. She goes in for a hug, but right as she wraps her arms around him, boom, the door swings open and there's Himary and his sister Sakura staring at them mid-hug. Santo panics. I swear I didn't do anything. Rin just attacked me. Himary's crushed. So this is how easy it was for you to forget your first love? Rin, ever the villain, smirks and says, thanks for all your help, Himary. You're a real one. From now on, we're all going to be besties. Yep. She announces that the 3 of them will now be a team, and Himary will be the main model for Santo's accessories. Later, Hibari scolds Himary. You moron. That lizard girl is gonna steal him from you. She's just like her sister. Himary sighs. Chill, man. The girl's not that bad. The next day, Santo throws himself into work, more determined than ever not to let Himary down. Whenever he sees her, that hearts and butterflies start flying out of his eyes, like he's starring in a shoujo manga. Himary starts flirting back. Your eyes are so pretty. Santo blushes. Girl, behave. You're embarrassing me, she teases. Want me to give you mouth to mouth again? Santo grabs a flashlight, shines it in her face, and shouts, calm down, you menace. We're in school. Later, they're hanging out drinking juice, and Rin suddenly pops up again like an anime jump scare. Hey boys, what are we talking about? Santo tells them they've got a business meeting today. Turns out, they're sitting on a big stockpile of accessories, and the flowers in them are gonna wilt if they don't sell fast. Himary suggests they pitch the accessories to students between classes, and the idea works. Sales start picking up, especially after Santo launches a new couple collection. Soon, rumors spread across school like wildfire. Apparently, Santo's accessories can make your crush fall in love with you, and even bring your ex back. Sales go through the roof. And honestly, even though Santo's charging prices like he thinks he's running a designer brand for millionaire students, people keep buying. Now, with all the success from the accessories, our boy Santo starts to burn out. So what does Himary do? She pulls the ultimate wifey move, makes him lay his head in her lap, and sings him a lullaby like, sleep tight, my little Coco. And guess what? Coco actually falls asleep. Meanwhile, she's just staring at him like, damn, who gave you permission to be this fine? And I'm over here like, girl, who gave you permission to be this clingy? Next day, Makishama shows up like, yo, y'all got drama or what? And Himari's already fed up. What do you want, broke boy? He's like, I'm not here for you, beast mode. I want to talk to Santo. He pulls Santo aside and warns him, him, "Bro, these rumors about your accessories are getting out of hand. Girls are saying your stuff makes people fall in love. If one of these couples breaks up, they're gonna come for your neck." And guess what? It happens. A teacher pulls Santo in and asks, "Explain this accessory nonsense." Santo's like, "Sir, I'm just part of the craft club. We're allowed to sell what we make." The teacher nods, "Sure, but at symbolic prices." Santo hits back, "Symbolic? That's my auntie's name. Benek. I buy expensive materials, I sell at premium prices. It's called business." Okay, young Elon. He tells Himary and Rin what happened, and they swear they're gonna find the girl who filed the complaint. Turns out it's this girl, Karen. Her boyfriend dumped her, so she blames Santo's accessories for ruining her love life. She even throws the hairpin she bought and stomps on it in front of him. Our boy's devastated. The next day, Santo's sister Sakura finds out about all the complaints. As usual, she defends her brother like a true queen. Then Asahi and Nano pull Himary aside and confess they were the ones spreading the love spell rumors to help Santo. They meant well, okay? But Santo's completely shut down. He's quiet, distant, doesn't even talk to Himary. Himary tries to lift him up, reminding him that obstacles are normal when you're chasing your dreams. But Santo's spark is gone. He goes to Makishama and says, "Bro, I think I'm done. This whole accessory thing is just too much." Meanwhile, Himary and Rin team up to cheer him up. But, of course, Snake Girl Rin blames Himary for everything. "You're the one who told him to sell at school?" Himary claps back. "At least I'm useful. Santo actually loves me, not like you clingy mess." Then Santo shows up like a sad puppy, holding all the returned accessories. Himari's heart breaks, but still tries to cheer him up. She even suggests going shopping together. Santo, dead inside, says, "I'm thinking of shutting the whole thing down until graduation." Himari's stunned. "Please tell me that's a joke." He's like, "Nope, I've thought this through." She snaps, "It's not just your decision. This was our dream. You can't just quit like that." But Santo insists. Himary storms off in tears, saying, "Fine, do whatever you want. We're not friends anymore." At home, she spirals into full self-blame mode. Her brother asks what happened, and when she explains, he surprises her by saying she actually did the right thing. For once in her life, she pushed back because she believed in him. Next day at school, Santo tries to apologize, but Himary shuts him down. "You want me to respect your decision? Fine. Then respect mine. Stay away from me. No Himary, no accessories. You choose." Santo is left completely torn. Meanwhile, Rin slithers back in and tries to take Himari's place. She's like, "Forget all that. Let's just play some video games." But Santo's still gloomy. "I miss Himary. I can't do this without her." Rin goes, "Enough with the drama, Romeo. You're alive, aren't you?" And then Santo drops the bomb. "You don't get it. Everything I've done, every accessory I made was for Himary. Even when I was going to leave the country, it was to be with her." Rin says, "Then what are you doing here? Go tell her rot, you idiot." Santo finally goes to Himary and says he's not quitting anymore. He makes accessories for her. Now just say, "I love you already, bro." But no, he just says, "I want to be with you." Himary smiles, "Fine, I forgive you, but don't ever do that again." Meanwhile, some mysterious red-haired girl lands at the airport. Makishama picks her up. It's Kuroha, Rin's sister, who happens to be dating Yamata, Makishama's brother. Then we flash back to baby Santo and little Himary. They met when they were kids, and Himary rejected another boy, Asaki, to spend time with Santo. He thought she was as beautiful as a sunflower. Back in the present, Himary asks Santo to help her buy a swimsuit. Santo's like, "Swimsuit? Girl, we are not doing this." Before he can finish, Rin swoops in. "Swimsuit? Oh no, you don't. He's mine today." Turns out, Santo agreed to spend a few pretend couple days with Rin just to get her off his back. And yep, she milks it. She even says, "I love you so much." Santo responds, "Yeah, I love Himary. You? No thanks." She goes, "That's why I love you. You're loyal like a golden retriever." Later, Himary finds Santo and scolds him. "How dare you leave me alone, punk?" Santo's like, "I'd never leave you," but then Rin pops up again. "Wait, you're really buying swimsuits with her?" Santo finally snaps. "Back off, I'm with my girl." Rin slaps him and walks away. Then he and Himary go swimsuit shopping, and she's still teasing him. "Which one looks hotter on me?" Santo nearly dies from embarrassment and runs off. When he gets home, surprise, Snake Girl Rin's sister Kuroha is waiting. She says she wants to talk business. Meanwhile, Himary goes to Makishama and threatens him. "You and your lizard friend better stay away from Santo. I'll make your life hell." Makishama defends Rin. "She's my childhood friend. She's not giving up on love. Himari's done. Then marry her and leave us alone." Back at Santo's, Kuroha drops a bomb. Himary has a modeling contract with a penalty clause. Because she didn't move to Tokyo, she could get sued. So Kuroha offers Santo a ton of money to drop Himary as his model. She even threatens, if you don't, she's going to jail. But Santo loses it. "I don't care. I want to open an accessory store with Himary." Kuroha laughs. "Seriously? She could be an international model, and you want her selling bracelets?" Then she gives him two choices. Let Himary go to jail or give up on his dream and come with Kuroha. That's when Hibari Himary busts in like, okay, ex-girlfriend deluxe, you need to chill. Leave them alone. She threatens him with some video she has on him and he folds instantly. Sakura walks in like the adult in the room. Everyone, calm down. Finally, Kuroha proposes a deal, a competition. Whoever wins gets Himary as their model. And Santo, he agrees. Alright, now they've got 2 weeks to prepare for the big showdown. Santo's determined to win no matter what because he wants Himary to stay by his side forever. Next day, Himary is going full savage on her sister, yelling, "Damn it, artist! If Santo doesn't win this competition, you're gonna have to go work for Kuroha in Tokyo." Meanwhile, Rin is beating herself up, calling her sister a total mess, but she promises to help out. Santo's deep in thought, trying to figure out how to beat Kuroha's sister. And get this, the challenge is all about summer memories. But here's the weird part. Himary is completely chill about it, not nervous at all. Santo jokes, "Are you even stressed? Or is this a vacation for you?" She smiles and says, "I'll never stress when you're around. I know you'll win and we'll stay together." Next thing you know, they all go have lunch, and Rin suggests a beach photo shoot. Santo takes them there and they snap tons of photos, but Santo's not feeling any of them. He's like, "Guys, quit embarrassing me." Feeling stressed, Santo decides to visit his friend Asahi, who owns a plant nursery, to clear his head. Asahi offers to teach them flower arranging. Himary watches quietly as Santo and Rin try their hand at it, but she can't help but feel a little jealous. They're really clicking. Santo notices Himari's mood shift, pulls out a photo album, and flips through pictures of all three of them together. The theme of the competition? Sunflowers. The only thing that screams summer to Santo. Himari's thrilled because her name means sunflower, so she gets that Santo's sending a subtle hint. Later, they go to a sunflower festival. Santo's so zoned out by the flowers that he barely hears Himary talking. She gets annoyed and says, "You're jealous of flowers? That's a new low." He teases her, "I'm just looking for trouble, artist." She blushes and runs away. Santo chases after her, but she breaks the necklace that they shared and tells him she doesn't want to be just friends anymore. Then, out of nowhere, the villain, Himary, jumps on him and does mouth to mouth. She confesses she wants to be his girlfriend, not just friends. And that is where part 1 of this crazy saga ends.